This video that we're doing is a little series on the laws of Pesach. So I just want to cover one important law of Pesach, which is the most important. It's called that the Torah says that on Pesach, Tashbisu Se'or Mibatechem. What does Tashbisu mean? That you have to get rid of any chametz in your possession. The problem is, what does it mean, any chametz in your possession? The problem is, what happens if you have chametz in your possession that doesn't belong to you? A guy gave you puts a bottle of liquor, says, please hold it in your closet. Is that chametz you're not allowed to have? No. You're allowed to have such chametz. Why? Because that chametz is not yours. According to Torah, the getting rid of chametz is only chametz that belongs to you, that's in your possession, that you own. Let's say you have chametz in Australia, and you're here for Pesach. So it's also your chametz. Even though you're not going to see it, even though you're not going to benefit from it, even though you're not going to eat from it, it's still your chametz. So what is the most important thing in the Torah to do? Tashbisu. What does tashbisu mean? That you should make chametz not valuable to you. So you say, all the chametz that I owned, I have, it means nothing to me. And according to Torah, that's it you have to do for Pesach. You just say before Pesach that all the chametz that's in my possession is ownerless, is not valued, it means nothing to me, and that's tashbisu. That's the mitzvah of getting rid of the ownership. However, the Chachamim were afraid that wouldn't be enough. Why? Since chametz is something we eat a whole year, it's not something that's only once in a while. Every day we eat chametz. Sometimes it's a mitzvah to eat chametz. So if we're going to say to a person that it's enough to just say that all the chametz is ownerless, it has no value to me, he might wake up in the morning, see a piece of chametz and eat it. Not that he wants to eat chametz. He got so used to eating chametz every day that he might take a piece of chametz. So therefore the sages says, you know what? It's not enough to do the biblical mitzvah, which is levatel, lehefker, which is the main thing. But I want you to go search and get it out of your possession. That because we're afraid, Shema Yimska Guska Yafa, you might find a good piece of chametz and you by mistake going to eat it because you naturally eat it every day. So I want you to get rid of it. So what do? We do a few things. We do b'dikas chametz, which is rabbinic. We search for the chametz. Why we're searching? Because again, even though according to Torah, it's enough to just say it's ownerless, it has no power, it has no meaning to me, and it's not valued, still the sages want you to search in case there's chametz. Number two, what we do is called seifas chametz. Seifas chametz means that all the chametz we do have, we get rid of it, we burn it. Number three we do is called mechirat chametz. What does mechirat chametz mean? That if there is chametz that I want to keep, and I'm not going to be mafkir, so according to Torah, even if I still want it, then it's mine, even if it's not in my house. So how do I get rid of such chametz? So I have to sell it before the time of the midday. I have to sell it a complete sale, meaning that for those 8 days it's not yours total, but it's again mechachamim. In other words, biblically it's not required to do that. And then once you sell the chametz, then even if you do have chametz, it's not yours, because the Torah says lo yira lecha, means you can't have it in your possession, but once I sell it, it's not mine. So even if it's in my house, but since I sold it, it's not mine, and I put a designated area that this area I sell, and this is everything there belongs to the non-Jew, and therefore it's not my chametz, and that's what we do. So in other words, the most important thing, if you ask me, what's the most important thing before Pesach to do, is to really, really say that all the chametz is ownerless. In other words, it's mevatel. I don't want it. I don't care about it. It means nothing to me. It's anyone that wants to get it. That's the main thing of chametz, to get rid of it totally. So Hashem should help that not only we should get rid of the chametz completely, but we should get rid of our ego, our anger, our jealousy, our temptation, our lust, our desires, and totally it should be nothing. when we see food, it should be just godly. It should have no meaning of a desire, of temptation, of lust. When we see things, it should be just a godly nature and a godly pure, so we'll have a kosher and a kosher Pesach.